Hello everyone, SirMonkeySuit or Zappy here, back again with Hunter x Hunter. We're on episode 66, and in the last episode we had Killua, who went off on his own, split up from Gon because he needs to go do the Hunter exam, which has come back around again, and obviously because he failed the last time, even though he was inches away, he failed the last time, he has to go pass it, so he needs to go get his Hunter's license, and now I'm sure that'll be an absolute breeze for him. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. We also got introduced to Razor, so he's one of the defenders of the game. He's one of the designers, I guess, and the defenders of the game. I guess it works either way. But, regardless, he sent the Phantom Troop away, even though they got there, through unofficial means. He's told them that he can come back into the official way, challenge them. If they defeat him, they get the card. So that's dangerous. But I mean, I suppose it's not that dangerous, is it? It just removes people from, the sort of game area. I want to see. I don't know if calling it the game world is correct anymore, because it's not even it's not even its own world. It's just part of the real world. Whatever. It gets fucking confusing. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. And the group that was, trying to collect all the stuff to trade it for the Breath of Archangel, they ended up biting the bullet, or biting the bomb, I suppose, because Genthru just decided to kill them off anyway. One of the guys, I don't think we know his name yet, but he got out of it just by doing some kind of ritual that summons a Nen Beast, and then the Nen Beast devours Nen. So it devoured the bomb. From him only, and then he got out just in the nick of time as well, so that was close, but he got out there. And yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen in this episode. Judging by the pace of the show, I'd imagine we'd probably catch up with Killua at the very beginning of the exam. All right, I'd imagine it would be, and then yeah. I don't think there's anything else to talk about. So we're just going to get in episode 66, see what we get. So without further ado, let's go. Okay, episode 66. Fucking hell, man. Well, within a minute, the Hunter exam was done. And then Killua just got rid of everyone. Oh, fuck. Man, come on. The pace of this show sometimes is nuts. It's crazy. God, I'm kind of gutted because on one hand, right, I'm like, well, Zepile, I was kind of a bit, I wasn't really gonna be bothered if Zepile just, failed the exam because, to what end? Just so he could sell the Hunter license, whatever, you know what I mean? But the fact that Killua did it, it's funny. It's funny. You know what I mean? They know who each other are, but Killua just fucked him up anyway. The Rookie Crusher, I'm glad. At the end of the day, the guy's a fucking. He's annoying. I just, he can go get fucked. The one that I feel sorry for was Ponzu. I was because I felt bad for her the first time when Gon decided to not give her one of the things, right? One of the tags. She did. He did save her life, I suppose, but it's just one of those things, isn't it? You know what I mean? Felt sorry for her. We only literally saw her from the back. That was it. That was it. The hell. And had to get that. He went through Dick Sakura to get there. What the fuck is Dick Sakura? Anyway, regardless of what was going on there, there's more important stuff to talk about. So, we had Krollo pop up on one of the contact things. Of course, it wasn't him at all, but it was Hisoka. So yeah, so they have made a deal, and it works out in both the guys' favor because Krollo can somehow get his get the Sword of Law obviously removed, and Hisoka can also get it removed for Krollo, meaning that they can actually fight, which is what they wanted to happen in the first place. So yeah, it makes sense. So that would mean that one guy that can remove Nen, either that Nen beast is capable of removing it, or he has other ways of doing it. But yeah, that is definitely the guy, right? That Hisoka's in there to sort of find, right? And I think he's got his own thing going on as well. Like, he wants to get back at fucking Genthru, right? So there's a lot of shit going on. Like, you know, I've just like found out, like, there's so much shit going on now where Crollo's sent in Hisoka there to find the guy who can remove Nen, yet that guy has got a vendetta against Genthru and the Bomber Squad. The Bomber Squad have got a fucking trade going on with Sesgera to try and steal 8 cards through use of the luck of the dice. And then on the other side, you've got Gon, Kilowatt, and Bisky fucking trying to get through and complete this game. And at some point, obviously, their paths are all going to intersect. And, like, it's just nuts. It's crazy. There's so much shit going on. And especially this episode. Like, all of the fucking cards, like, I wasn't going to go through a second time and write down all of the fucking descriptions. I figured what I would do is I'd go through the notes that I'd written down, and then on the fly, like, go through and read each one of them and see if there's anything there that really will, I don't know, match up with anything or something along those lines. I also just want to get the description exactly of the things that, like, what the certain cards do, especially ones that the Bomber guys are going to use, and stuff like that, and obviously the ones like the Sesgera was going to talk about. Speaking of him, what the Genthru had said that you only have like 92 cards, and then Sesgera basically said that no, I have 95. And then from that moment, he changed the trade up to 3 cards that he could trade. And it makes me wonder if he actually has duplicates of those cards, and that's why he's fine trading them away. You know, the Bomber guys want S cards. And now at this point, just not have it. Here's the thing. So nobody's completed this game, right? Nobody has. The person who has to complete it has to have Archangel. The Breath of Archangel, which is only one of, right? So all of this trading going, I suppose that's why the Bomber guys were like, we need to figure out a way of doing something, like, you know, a way to get this back. And that's why they're attempting to just, you know, steal it. But here's the thing, like, if they're able to, I mean, I'll go through the cards and I'll see what the descriptions are, but surely stealing 8 cards, I'm not sure if they get a choice of which cards are being stolen at that point, right? So you can just get random ones, maybe ones that you've already got, potentially, right? Interesting. Anyway, yeah, we'll get to that in back to that in a bit. So yeah, Neon's power's gone. So yeah, that was something that was one of my questions at one point. Like when Crollo was using, like, he literally steals it from people then, and it's not like a thing where he takes the technique and he copies it and then therefore he has it. Like, everything that he takes that goes into that book is taken from that one person. God, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. So what do, like, how though? That's my question. Like, how does she, I suppose, well, with her it was more like, it could be different with hers because her power's like, it's a bit more, yeah, it's not, because it wasn't really her doing it, right? It was like this fucking like little demon thing. So I suppose that, you know, it's like she doesn't know how to do it without the thing there. So if the thing's not there, she can't do it. So I guess that it's probably different with hers. But yeah, it's basically showing that the guy, the father, is just basically ruined because he was completely and utterly dependent on that. And then once he's got nothing now. He's screwed. I think Kurapika should just be like, all right, bye. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think there's any point anymore because without that, right, they don't have any power anywhere. So what's the point even being employed by them? Yeah, strange. Yeah, right. So that's all I've got. That's all I've got written down. But I mean, yeah, of course, fucking Hisoka would be in, like, you know, would be in here as well. You had to find a reason to get him in here. I feel like there's not going to be an arc in which he isn't there, right? He's just always gonna show up. Okay, right. So for those of you guys that are still here and want to stick with me through this, then I appreciate your fucking patience because I literally have to go through the entire fucking episode. Every card that they talk about, I'm just going to read the fucking description and I'm going to see if it relates to anything. I don't need this because he literally does it within no time at all. Killer with like over 1,000 tags. Not even 1,500, right? It's fucking stupid. Alright. Right. Right, so the contact thing is communicate with one target player. Oh, fuck, wait a minute. Yeah, communicate with one target player encountered within the game via your book. Connection maintained for a maximum of 3 minutes. So you can only contact people within a 3-minute time, right? May only be broken by a player who used this card. May only be broken. What does that mean? Like, only the person who chose to contact somebody else could stop the call? Is that what it means? But it's for a maximum of 3 minutes anyway, but... interesting. Okay. Because I was wondering... I'm wondering then, like... Would the person who's being contacted, would they be aware that the call is still going on? Like, for example, I feel like that's the case. But it would be interesting if Sesgera, because he's the one that contacted them, like, when Genther basically said, oh, this is something we need to discuss, it would be interesting if Sesgera had acted like the call broke, but in reality he's still listening in on what they're saying. It would be interesting, but I feel like that's not the case. I just, you know... It's the only reason why I'm looking through these, because I'm just seeing if there's any interesting possibilities that could come up because of this. So yeah, contact. Fucking cruel will do so far. It's nuts. Oh yeah, I love how that, like, you have God and Killer like talking about this whole thing with Chrollo and Kurapika and stuff, and basically just doesn't have a clue as to what's going on. I'm just trying to find where the next fucking card is. So oh yeah, this is another one as well. So this thing, yeah. So York New City being there. Interesting. So Greed Island itself is actually pretty fucking tiny then. Like, it's fucking tiny compared to... Alright, so the whole world is fucking huge then. It's massive. Shit. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Right. So yeah, you'll find the one who awaits you. East is the direction to go. I love how that's coming back. It's great. Like, because obviously it continues, right? But it's yeah, it's really cool. Come on, come on, come on. Where's the next one? Where's the next one? I know there's a fucking shitload of like cards that come up at one point. I thought it was fucking near at the beginning, but I guess not. I guess there was only that communicate card as of right now. Oh yeah, because it's when fucking they like, Jesus Christ, that's crazy. The whole first half of that episode, I thought there was a hell of a lot more. Like, I thought it started way earlier when they began like completing the game and stuff and going around getting all those cards, but that was halfway through when they started doing that. Yeah, the king great white beetle, legendary insect that releases pheromones which attract other insects to start a massive colony and whatnot. Yeah, so that's just for to sell, right? Because obviously it's just a kind of a monster card, I guess. The Gold Dust Girl, a girl who releases golden dust. One bath a day will net approximately 500 G. Very shy and quiet. Wait a minute. Wait. So a girl who releases golden dust. One bath a day will net approximately 500. What the fuck's 500 G? That can't be 500 grand. That, no way. Like, because they call it Jenny, right? And it's not Jenny with a G. It's Jenny with a J. So I don't know what that is. But oh well, 500 G. I mean, it is an A rank, so I don't know. What else? Paladin's Necklace. Yeah. So when a player wears this, all spells targeting players, all spells targeting player will be reflected. Can also dispel curses placed on any card touched by the player. Curses. Curses, players. So there's curses that can be placed on cards. Interesting. I wonder what degree that is. That's a crazy fucking. I feel like that's a crazy one. Like a Paladin's Necklace, because look at it. Like, it's only rank D. It's fucking rank D. I don't know. I think that's crazy. I think it's OP. Great to have though, and it means the gun's like pretty much, you know, sorted for that. Right, and then what's this one? Transform. Change one card in your possession into any other card in your possession. The card will now count against the limit of new card type. If limit has already been reached, nothing will happen. Right, so if there's only like, if there's a card that only has one transformation limit, and somebody already has that, and you try to transform one card like into that card, then you can't do that, right? So you can't make another card's transformation limit go up by any, like by one, for example, right? Interesting. Okay. So you can make a duplicate of something. See, if Tezgera has something like that, because there's 20 uses out of this thing. So if he's able to do, like, if he had 3 of these, for example, he could transform 3 of the cards that he was looking to trade for the for the Breath of Archangel. Then he could just easily duplicate those ones and then hand those over. Meaning that, you know, I mean, that's how you trade anyway, really, right? You trade your duplicates for shit that you don't have yet. So yeah, and then fake. Change fake into any card type from 1 to 99. The new card can be placed in a restricted pocket, but it will not count towards the book's completion. Oh shit. Why do I feel that's going to come into play? What? Oh my god. Like, could... You see, that's another thing Sesgara could use. Like, he could use fake on these cards thinking that's what they are, and then he gives them to him, and then, like, Genthru and whatnot thinking, like, this is it, the last card, and then they realise they haven't completed the game, and figure out that they've just been tricked. Oh, all these things. See, this is why I wanted to go through and read all the descriptions, because there's so much there. Memory helmet. A player will always remember everything seen or heard while wearing this item. What? That's crazy. So you can't like get away with like, you know, like if you're wearing that thing, people are gonna know. That's interesting. A player will always remember everything seen or heard. It's cool. Witch's Love Potion. If player kisses a pill before feeding it to a target, the target will become beholden to the player. Each pill will remain effective for 1 week. Fuck. What? This is crazy. It's fucking crazy. I'm trying to think if anyone we've met which is like that right now. Could Hisoka use that and then give it to the one guy to then use Nen on Chrollo? Could that work? But I'd imagine they'd have to be within the game, meaning that Chrollo that wouldn't happen though, because Chrollo can't be in the game. And if the guy was to leave, then I'd think that effect would wear off, like, right, once they were out. Yeah, risky dice. So a 20-sided die, one side says bad luck, while the other 19 says good luck. If player rules good luck, something good will happen, but if player rules bad luck, something bad will happen to cancel out everything that was good. So yeah, I mean, it's... I love it's like something bad will happen. Like, not clearly announcing the fact that if it rules bad luck, it's basically death. But, you know, considering the fact that it's literally like a 1 in 20 chance that you'll hit that bad luck, obviously it has to... You can only land on it on one side, meaning that I guess the risk has to be fucking dire. So yeah, what else have they got? Yeah, Goulda, yeah. Yeah, so there was the guy that took the Sword of Truth from them that contacted them and will offer a trade. So I have 66 Witch's Diet pill. So there's another pill. It's like not a love one, but VIP multipass. Right, so we're now getting into the talk between Sesgara and Genthru. So yeah, he's talking about like patch of forest and stuff. Though I don't know if do these cards come up at some point. I'm pretty sure they do. I'm sure there's something with that, you know, with Genthru saying that he only has 92, but then Sesgara's like, actually we have 95, and then chooses to basically trade 3 cards. Because obviously the difference between 92 and 95 is 3, right? So I have a feeling like he's done something with those cards, whether they are duplicates or whether he's faked them or what. Because he wanted Nightshade as well, right? So yeah, what if I offered 3 cards? Patch of Forest. Ah, here we go. It does come up. The entrance to an enormous forest known as the Mountain God's Garden. Many species exist only in this forest. Okay. So that only has 3 as well. It's a fucking SS. It's crazy. That's number 1 as well. So yeah, you can gain access to a forest. Hidden Hollow, so yeah, it's only got 8 uses. Upon entering and exiting Hollow, player will be transported to a desolate location. However, player can return to original location without spending any money, so that's not bad. And then Palm Top Dragon. As the name implies, this dragon fits in your palm, willingly obeys its master. If raised lovingly, it can learn to speak. Fucking hell. Damn. So, I mean, it's a palm top dragon. It's not very big, but I wonder if it's powerful or not. I don't know. Right. So that's something I missed. He said, and you only have to give us Nightjade. So he doesn't want to give a Breath of Arc. He doesn't want Breath of Archangel, instead just Nightjade. So that's interesting. So I feel like there's got to be something in the plan of like of Teskera that he's setting something up as well, right? No, that's just crazy. Right, so let's have a look at what Breath of Archangel actually says. So an angel who can cure any mortal injury or terminal disease with one breath. However, angel will only appear once. So once you've used it, that's it. So it's any mortal injury or terminal disease. Okay. Definitely would help to have that fucking thing. So Nightjade is a jewel blessed by the devil. When the holder is in danger, peril will be shifted to another. Yeah. I mean, they've got to think something's up. Like, trading a double S and then two S's for an A. But if it's all within his plan, then it makes sense. But interesting enough, when they were talking about combining stuff, I wonder if they could use Nightjade with the dice, because they said they were going to use something else with the dice, right? But if you use Nightjade with the dice, like, and you get bad luck, could you use Nightjade then transfer that bad luck onto someone else? You know what I mean? Right, here we go. So, so gone, transferred Witch's Love Potion for the VIP multipass, right? Present this pass to gain entry into any location. Interesting, okay. So there's some places that are just like off limits to people. Alright, what's the next one? Rainbow diamond. A diamond that glitters like a rainbow. If this diamond is presented when proposing, you will never be turned down. What? That's fucking hell. Come on. Like, at this point, you're just doing shit against people's will and fucking. Ugh. There is no consent there. Fuck. I mean, I know they're just collecting it just to collect the cards so they can win in the end, but Jesus, the fact that you can pull off this stuff depending on what they do, it's crazy. Right, so yeah, use the lottery card. So the lottery card can be used to just transform. It basically, it's like it transforms into anything. Get like, you know, any of the, I imagine the restricted cards. It could be fucking any card either, I guess, as well. But the fact is that they're just using two guys to just rule their fuck it. You know what I mean? It's smart, but fucking hell, it's such a dick move. So what they wanted 75 lucky Alexandrite, and then he got 76. That's fucked. It didn't show us what that was called either, so. Right, they wanted to use Tax Collector's Gauntlet with the dice, right? So when equipped, player has the ability to cast Levy, but each cast will destroy a random card from the player's restricted slots. Damn. So that. Each cast will destroy a random card from the player's restricted slot. So the person who has that card gets a restricted card destroyed. Right? So what? So levy. Hold on. I'm not sure if there's any other cards that. No, I don't. No, there isn't. Okay. Let's just see. If I was to put in levy, let's see what it would bring up. So yeah, impose. It's just attacks. Levying attacks. Yeah, but like, what kind of tax though? Like, what kind of tax would that like? Interesting. I don't know like what that would. I'm interested now to see when they use that exactly what's gonna happen with that, because I don't know how using that, like, it doesn't explain exactly what what it specifically does to the opposing player. The subtitles had it as like it destroys the opponent's sorry, not an opponent's, a player's card. But it didn't say targeted player. It said player, so I have to assume that it's that you use the card and it destroys one thingy in your, like, one restricted card in your book. So it's whatever it does to the opposing player that it doesn't explain. But I guess we'll just have to wait and find out for that. Maybe it's just purposely not fucking wanting to tell us, just so it's a surprise. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's all I've got. So yeah, if you guys stuck through that, then praises to you, because yeah, that was like, you know what I mean, just trying to go through, trying to find all of the fucking cards and then read all of them and see what it was like. I wanted to do it anyway, just in case, you know, for theory purposes, or if some things added up, but it made sense. But that's all I've got. So thank you for watching. In the description below, I think certain things. One of them is the Discord. If you want any not if you want any information, because I don't really do that anymore, but you can go over and join my Discord. But I also have a Patreon as well, so if you do want to support me on Patreon, that'd be very much appreciated. There is a bunch of different tiers and rewards depending on how much you want to support me with. So there's the early access tier, $5 a month, gives you access to shows a week early, and you get 4 episodes of Hunt x Hunt every week, as opposed to the usual 2 that the general public get. So by the time this goes out on YouTube for the general public, you'll have access to you know, like episodes beyond episode 100 if you're an early access tier patron, so you can enjoy those. I've also got full length tiers on there, and there's also other tiers where you can pay to have a certain show reacted to as well, so go have a look at those. But that's all I've got, so thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.